It gives me great pleasure to say we're back. Welcome back to the Nurburgring Nordschleife for the RSR World Series, here with new hardware. It gives me great pleasure to say good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and this is going to be a good one. And as always, the venerable Craig King, here to join me in the booth once again. How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing good, very well. I'm excited for a new season. Well, it's still the same season, but for iRacing, it's a brand new season, week 13. Lots of new changes. Let's just address one quick thing, because 8-car limits are now in now. Yes, 8 cars, and there is a new GT3. You will not see it in the second half of the RacingSimRigs World Series. Just to put it out there, there is no Porsche. This is a Porsche-free zone. Apart from that, you know, hey, everybody loves this place. So, well, everyone loves this place, but everyone hates to drive it. You can just see the information just going across your screen. There's a 31 Celsius track temperature or 88 Fahrenheit. It is actually right for the first. Hang on 1 second. Hang on, whoa.
Is it actually right for the
time is right.
Oh,
the time is right.
No. Do you know what's? We've got one thing right, but we've also got one thing wrong. I still haven't fixed the commentators.
Key thing, by the way, 56% Fahrenheit. It's gonna be a spicy one. And,
Ooh, that's exceptional.
Especially for like daytime. It's currently, as you were seeing there, it is 4:42 in the afternoon. Idea, and just to give a quick idea of speed, somehow James Armstrong just threw in an 8:23.996, 2 seconds faster than anybody else so far.
So, you know, forgive us. We're trying our best. Essentially speaking, our 10.8 died. I still have it. Rest in peace. I'm gonna put it up as a display unit, but until then, essentially, we are back to when I have a 1660 Super as an alternative. It looks all right, doesn't it? I mean, I'm looking at the stream on my phone because, you know, I have to be, you know, critiquing my own setup, but it's doing well for itself.
And then you just put a camera that just shows a lot of tree foliage.
Why do you have to do this to me?
Right, just a quick rundown race. As predicted, now it should be Milan Tikan pole position for the pros. Milan is not here today, so it goes to the next car.
Sorry, hold on. What is with these cameras? Why was it? I'm sorry, Trackcam CO2. I know this is we usually sing your praises, but for the Nurburgring, it's like I'm staring at the ground for a good solid 15 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, if Rob does go to that camera during the race, he will cough up some money.
What do you mean, cough up some money?
No, I won't. I'm not telling you to donate to charity if you mess up the cameras. I'm only messing. But no, as I was saying, Julian Rambaud will be pole position. Beside him will be Will Egby. So that is your start of your pro field. For the pro-ams, it is Nick Crittenden, followed by Taylor Lane. I believe they are all on here. And then Svenning Mateus and Adbin Karlberg will be leading the amateurs. Now, if I'm right in thinking, there's a 10-second gap between all 3 classes. We still have the old format. Nothing's changed in the format. Just changes to the cars. Just changes to the physics. Changes to the aero. Changes to everything but the race. 75 minutes.
Everything that's important.
Everything that's important. We're important. Hey, we're important.
Well,
we haven't changed.
Well, technically, my GPU changed, so you know.
You haven't, have you? You haven't.
I've not changed. You've not changed. You know, the tree's
well,
flickering. The trees are still flickering. God damn it! Look at them. Look at them trees go. Look at them. Look at them go.
I do dislike that I am dealing with hay fever again, but hey, you can't help it.
You can't hail. Oh, I tried to say hey, but help. We are waiting just for the grid to form up, by the way, and look at these nice views. Actually, I do give props that they did at least, you know. go full send with like the graffiti. And I also saw like Lads on Tour 2011 written on one of the walls. I guarantee you that was written by a British person or an Irish person. Guarantee you.
What? Why would somebody from England or Ireland or the United Kingdom go to the Nordschleife and go, "I tell you what, lads, I know what we need to do, just to say that people know we're here. Hey, Kenny, get it, come on, get the pen. Yeah, Lads on Tour. Yeah."
Why not?
Really? Why not? I know, but I know it's like so realistic, but it's also to me just like, why did you write Lads on Tour? There's so many lads that go on tour.
Lads on Tour, innit?
Oh. Lads on Tour.
Hey. Look at that scoreboard go. Look at this go. It's very fast, isn't it? Ooh. That vote producing the good stuff today. Advantage of that. And now you get to see very up to speed gaps, and they're gaps to each driver, which, well, kind of. It's gaps to somewhat each driver, but enough of technical issues, enough of all of that. We're back for round 5. Right on TV, the only corner you need. And as they come up to... Oh, crikey, what's the last corner on the Nordschleife?
Tiergarten!
Tiergarten. How long we last. And as they come up, it's going to be the boys in all of the Will Egby toys and Union Rambeau on your left-hand side. Will Egby joined to start lap 1 of 75-minute race here at the Nordschleife. And in they go to the first corner. Oh, it's actually very, very cordial, very tidy coming into the first corner. Swing around, keep it around. No issues so far. That is going to be Michel Gregor. Oh, crikey, no, that's not. It's all gone wrong for Will Egby. Will Egby's gone down to the back of the grid after making a mistake. Gone well for him.
Not gone very well for him at all. Meanwhile, it's gone pretty well in the Pro-Ams. Nothing happening at the moment. Couple of two-ways, hustling and bustling. It looks like Jonas Dreyer is trying to make a move, and he's made a move around the outside of Callum Beeman, then into the inside of the Mercedes arena. He's looking for a couple more. This is the 24-hour layout, so... Yes, no, not the 24-hour layout, sorry. It's the full layout with inside and outside, and that's another position that Jonas Dreyer has made up. We haven't checked the amateurs. We better check the amateurs, because Fenny Mateus leading them away with Albin Kjellberg right behind him. A few positions just going on there. I think Eric Benson's made a start there for Team Slow-Mo. Mike Gottrop's getting harassed by Simon Dodd, who has lost his position. But that's all there. Ryan Howard's just had a small moment there. Is that an apology? I know, he just tapped a guy. Oh, he just went around an arena on his own. Didn't catch anybody, but he went around. He's at the back of the field now for the amateurs. Separated
by about 15 seconds. They actually left themselves in an even bigger room that we thought of. It was going to be 10 seconds. It's actually 15 seconds. And as you can see, all the cars in a nice 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's really the only way that you can sort of...
Oh, James Armstrong, sorry. James Armstrong's gone around. Now, what's happened here? He was chasing. He was right beside Billy Fletcher as they come on to the inside there, and oh, I think he just took a little bit. He just took a little bit more of the outside there. Tapped Billy Fletcher, went around, tapped the wall. He's now 10 seconds behind Dan Muller at the back of the pro field. Don't think he's got any damage. Oh, he has got damage.
No, he has indeed. He's got damage. Oh, that is definitely damage on that poor car. Front right is not looking too good, and he's going to have to drive the socks off the thing in order to get back up there. But he'll get back. He just needs to focus for now. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour or 3 minutes just gone by in 3 seconds. I'm guesstimating it's going to be about a number of laps.
9 laps is the current prediction. Liam Ahern has towed. Am I seeing that right, or has he not entered the pits? No, it looks like he hasn't left the pits. Sorry, I thought he towed. But he's not in. Yeah.
He didn't start the race, I don't think, because... Or did he start the race?
No.
I don't know what he... Did he start the race or did he not? I don't know.
No.
Oh, Jonas Dreyer just... As you can see on your scoreboards, Jonas Dreyer's going backwards. What's going wrong with him? He is stationary on the track.
Heavy damage.
Oh.
He flipped. He's been punted from behind. Callum Beeman went on the grass going into Arenberg. You'll see it just on the replay right now. Beeman losing it at Arenberg. He was a missile. He tried to control that car. Nowhere he could go. He's towed as well. Heavy damage to Dreyer. Dreyer flips, and Beeman with all that damage as well. I think he went on again, and he just decided to park it.
Oh!
Massive damage. Just a missile here. Just overshot it there at Arenberg. I think that was him. He just went a bit too wide at Swedencross. And then from Swedencross, he just clipped the grass. And into Arenberg, he was a missile.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is not
The camera didn't even survive it. Oh, no, the camera survived it.
Camera didn't survive. No, spoiler. It survived. So that
Just about, to be honest.
That's crazy. That is a hit as well. And that's Callum Beeman, who, you know, was like
the
championship in the Pro.
Oh, yeah, he was battling it. You know, he was doing his thing.
Yeah, it gives it a good time to just get people up to speed, of course. They took a week off last week, 5, due to the patch, of course. It was a good idea. They decided that the best thing to do was to...
Oh, crikey, that's gone around again. Sorry, we're gonna leave him to it there, as we want to stick with this. This is Nick Crittenden versus Taylor Lane for the lead of Pro-Am. It's gonna be spicy and a half, isn't it?
It is going to be spicy. By the way, Billy Fletcher has had damage after going side by side with, I believe it was Gregorio, and he's got wing damage. He's got massive wing damage. We'll get back to that in a minute, but Bravery Corner coming up for Taylor Lane and Nick Crittenden. King there from Lane. I think it was a lip from Crittenden. You can see he went off.
Just too much speed. He's actually carrying damage to himself as well, and is now losing the back end of Taylor Lane. Just going wide. I think the two of them are sort of having to battle the elements more than anything else, really, at this stage. And we're just starting to see sort of, well, part and parcel of the issue right now is it's a Nordschleife. Where can you overtake?
Jimmy Broadbent put in a video today, and what other people have also said, including my teammates, we're coming up to the best section in racing right now, these two drivers. After the carousel, you go straight into the Hedrick Heights. I'm not going to say it in German. And then into Whipperman, very combination of throttle, lifting, braking, throttle, braking, gear shift, braking, gear shift. And Taylor Lane's gone wide again at the end of Whipperman, and down into X-Back he goes. And then, of course, from here, you come down into YouTube corner very shortly. Here is you going wide. Crittenden, save it! No, he's going to save it! And into the wall goes Nick Crittenden. He just went a little bit too much there at the end of X-Brack, and he's in the wall, and he's still there. He can't find anywhere to go. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got steering damage.
Let's just have a look. We're on board with him right now, just to see. Oh, he gunned it. He gunned the acceleration pedal, and he shouldn't have. Yeah, and he did it too early. Oh my crikey, geez. There's almost 8 drivers right now having a bit of a moment, and he's towed. As you can see, here we are at pit lane. Hello to pit lane. We're going to go on board with Sean Campbell. He is in second position, battling for first.
Rob, I've been told by Sean, you're not going to believe this, but the McLaren has the highest top speed.
Oh, get out of here.
What goes up to 275? He's battling Matt Caruna, who's only at 270 right now. 280 goes Campbell before bridge. He sticks at 279, and now he drops a little bit. Just like that, he's overtaken him. Part of that is slipstream, part of that isn't. When he gets on the 8, 279, 280, 281, and then he lifts 281 in a McLaren. I mean, Caruna gets 281 from slipstream. Campbell did it without slipstream. Okay, he had slipstream going up the hill, but down the hill was all gravity. And he goes from 8th to 1st after 1 lap. Wow.
This yoke. how can of all the cars in the world go from the slowest on top speed to the fastest on top speed? And as Billy Fletcher, sorry.
Yeah.
What's he coming to the pits for?
He'd had that massive wing damage
earlier
on.
Yeah.
I believe it was Michael.
Trying to... Well, do we have any special conditions for the pit stops, by the way?
Normal rules. Normal rules apply as far as I'm aware.
He might try doing a cheeky one.
A cheeky beaky like. Right. We haven't talked a lot about the amateurs. That's been a bit chaotic there in the amateurs at the moment. Svenny Mateus leading the way by 2 seconds to Albin Kjellberg. Then Eric Benson's right behind in a little battle himself. Team Slow-Mo teammate battling it out there for P3. They're teammates, but they're also not teammates. One of them's in the yellow, one of them's in the red. So they will be battling as well as working together, but they stay up there. And when you think Mateus and Kjellberg, they started first and second, and give you an idea of how many people have retired. They've made up 7 positions overall. That's just because of everybody retiring. So that just gives you an idea of how many people have been in the pits after the start of the race.
And you can just see James Armstrong. He's there, but he's quite a distance back from where he should be. He's actually all the way behind the amateur or the
hang on, what's happened to Harry Wills? What's happened to Harry Wills? He's going down the order on my screen. It's Ethan Bass, sorry. No, it's Ethan Bass, sorry. He's just parked the car.
No.
Oh, no, he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall. He's been hit from behind.
Don't catch your chickens until they hatch. Don't catch your chickens until they hatch. Here we go. We're on board. We're looking at Harry Wills. He's coming up towards Ethan Bass in... Ooh. Oh!
That is quite... and Ethan Bass has towed. He did hit the wall, so...
yeah, Harry Wills gave the position back. He wanted to give the position back, but... Further. So, that is... a damn shame.
So, I'm just
a meatball? From that?
That's a meatball. Wow.
God damn it. Oh, at least a hard. How's the stream looking? Is it alright? Could it get better? Is it worse?
So I'm really curious about this battle at the front, because we are just going to keep watching battles.
I am looking at this battle actually at the front. I'm looking at a tree. There they are.
There they are. Very, very shortly, we'll see Rebel Tree.
Yeah, I get to say hi to Rebel Tree once again. Hi, Rebel Tree.
Hi, Rebel Tree.
Bye.
There's Rebel Tree. I mean, to be fair, Karuna, all he has to do is stay with Campbell, because we've seen that this Lambo can keep up with the top speed of the McLaren. If he stays with Campbell, and we always say this when we come to the Nordschleife. Oh, you're not going to see any overtaking until you get to the Dottinger-Ho. Yeah, all right. Okay, but...
I think Sean Campbell just picked up some... Oh, I thought he picked up phantom damage. No, it's just replay damage. Appreciate that, iRacing. God damn it.
Thanks, iRacing. Right, behind them, though, there is a battle for P4 going on as well in the versus Neil Butler. He does have a little bit of damage at the back, but I think that's just hitting the bumps. You know how thickly this place can be for the bumps. And behind them is Dan Muller. Dan Muller making his debut in the RSL. But he's got the Raidillon TV on the back.
Yeah, but I mean, it's on a Doritos car. A Doritos car. Of all of the things. I mean, I appreciate
this version of Doritos or something.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, because I just saw the, what is it? What is that writing on the front of his car?
I don't know. I don't think it is Japanese, is it?
Any person's versed in languages, let us know.
Anyway, doing well. I mean, the Ferrari's not the fastest. I clocked him down the straight after bridge at 275. So he is losing a bit of time to Butler and Gregorio at the moment. I want to watch this. No, he thought about it, but Gregorio was holding the apex and not a lot of places for Butler to go. So that is a chance for Butler gone. 2 of 9 laps around here. You kind of want to take it easy. So he's just going to hold on. The Midland Sim Racing Audi versus the V10R Audi. V10R drivers
just
are
going
in the
in,
Audi.
just going into it. It never ceases to amaze me how, even on looking on board, you're not the driver, you're the spectator in this case. We're watching this together, but still, I still get like uneasy at the carousel. It's just you just see the different paving as Neil Butler just upsets. Ooh, really upsets the car coming through the technical section just after the first carousel. It's still that section of track exists.
This whole section is hell because your mind as a racing driver is to hit the curb and get the best apex. But these curves in this section are so raised, you don't want to touch them. All right, you can run over this bit, but that's an exit apex. These apexes, you see, Muller's touched that one at YouTube corner. Look how it just threw the car out there, and you almost ran the gravel. And then you come to this, which I hate, the corner before Platzgarten 1. And you can just see how, I think it's called the X curve, or the exit the X curve. You can just see how it just threw him out there, losing it. Then they come out of Platzgarten, and then they'll come to Sprunghugel, which is Brunch Hill. I'm doing good here, aren't I?
He's like, yeah, I'm doing good. What? Look at me.
Look.
Then
and I just want to watch this because I haven't clocked the Audi top speeds down to.
Oh, we're gonna clock it together. Oh, crikey, that is Michael gonna go coming into the second carousel. As you can see, James Armstrong has now gone down the backing door again. I think he's just span it again. But let's have a look. I'll tick on the 250 as Neil Butler moves to the outside of Michael Gregorio on the Dottinger host. And by the way, Eric Molinari is very correct. Sean Cavill is indeed checking out. There's no way that a McLaren right now is faster than the Audi on the straight.
Butler's only did 277. Out time. Look at that Muller late lunge. Can't make it. So these three are just gonna either Butler checks out, or these three are just gonna stay together for a while. So
Bob Campbell just gonna negotiate with each other, talk about who's the best German. Oh wait, hang on. 3 Germans. This is a Ferrari. Well, is Dan German or what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Technically 3 Germans. There's 2 German cars and 1 German person. You're like, yes. Who's the best German between the 3 of us? Come on, lads.
So let's have a look at the Pro-Ams, because there is a 3-car battle going on at the front of the field, which we haven't kept our eyes on, and it is Taylor Lane, Andy Hitchkins, and Murchis Weinrich. So we've got a fiercely forward. Is it?
It is fiercely forward.
It is fiercely forward. Why was I thinking something else? Fiercely forward Audi. I'm gonna get killed by Ollie for that.
Yeah, he's
racing BMW.
He's gonna walk in and be like, Craig, you have seen this car how many times now?
Ollie's gonna be like, Craig, you voted for us at the end of year awards for best new team, and I'm like, for a racing Audi, the Midland Sim Racing BMW, and the fiercely forward Audi in a battle for the lead. And actually, let's throw in Andrew Dawson, just there in P4 for Eclipse, and he's on a BMW. And I know a couple of the guys were saying before the race, can we have a skip to throw this Audi? And some drivers not enjoying the changes to the Audi, whereas some of the BMW drivers are loving it at the moment. But you don't see a lot of BMW drivers. So Andy Hitchkins is flying that flag right now for the BMW.
I do have to say, by the way, the new Beamer sounds are just so much better. I think they have dialed it in on a lot of the things, and a lot of the sounds. It sounds a lot nicer, I think. Chat, do you agree? Let us know.
Also, did you realise that it's no longer the GT3 prototype? It's official now.
It was always going to be expected that they were gonna, actually make it for real. I mean, the prototype was for when the car wasn't even released yet to like the like, you know, actually when it was like it got into iRacing first, and then it became an actual car. Now that it is an actual car, it actually has like proper sounds to it, doesn't it?
What I've heard as well with this BMW is they actually got some of the BMW drivers to give their views on what they felt from the car, and like to help iRacing do that, because you got to understand, only racing game or racing sim that had the prototype, so they worked with BMW. Everyone knows that, especially with the collaboration with Fanatec with BMW. So they've worked with these guys, so they've got an idea. They help them out with all these changes, and you can see that. I've heard a lot of good things about the BMW. Unfortunately, the Porsche had kind of like, full term, it's like when Jose Mourinho got sacked the day of the European Super League. Everyone should be talking about Jose Mourinho, but everyone's talking about the European Super League.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, the BMW should be getting talked about because it's a great change, great new sound, great feeling. But the Porsche's come and just gone, no, it's my time.
Yeah, I'm because I'm looking at my phone right now, and it's actually not buffering at all. I think it's... I honestly think I need to have a look at GStream and just do it through...
YouTube.
Just YouTube directly. Yeah. I think that'll be our next goal, chat. Little adjustments. But I'm just looking... I haven't... It buffers every week. Yeah, I know. I'll have to switch back to YouTube. Because it can't be the Jeeps. I lost the lottery again. Has happened. I'm just looking at the I'm looking at the combat between Taylor Lane and Hitchkins. Hitchkins seems to have a lot easier time through nice sloping corners, but in technical stuff, he's losing the back end of Taylor Lane in a massive way. Like through this section here, he's only contracting it on the corner itself, and through exit, he's going backwards. He's lost half a second after passing Rebel Tree, and really that pulls back up.
Oh, is that lane going wide? No, it's just the way he takes the corners. I mean, okay, fair enough. If that's how you take, fair enough. But that's not how I take. Well, actually, no, I take it a little bit wide, but not that wide. But he's got the time, and this does bring him more to Weinrich. In fact, we've got 5 cars in the vicinity of 2 seconds right now. We've got Taylor Lane, Andy Hitchkins, Mortis Weinrich, Alan Dawson, Andrew Dawson. That's why I get the same things too fast. And Andy DeMiller. So 3 Audis, 2 BMWs, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Do you know, I feel like I need to follow Yenland's suggestion. You know the game, and if you think about it,
oh
yeah, and oh crikey, that is Taylor Lane popping out of the
carousel.
Yeah, the carousel.
Second.
Yeah, he had it made. He had it made, and if he just not had that mistake, he would have had the had it made on Dottinger Ho, especially given the fact that, I mean, it's Slipstream Central down there. I mean, the Taylor Lane's only saving grace is that Andy Hitchkins will have to worry about Moritz Weinig as well. And if he keeps it nice and calm through the technical section, he could claw back more gap. But I think Taylor Lane is sort of like having to sort of recalibrate because, you know...
Taylor?
Oh, Taylor. I heard him blink too, and I was just like, oh no. Oh no.
See, I always felt that the BMW was really strong in these sections. But of course, Andy can't go fast around these sections because you can't overtake around it. And oh, there goes Taylor just taking a lot of grass there, and that will hold up. Hitchkins does not have a... There's no way you can make a run out of Flatsgarten into YouTube here. So
I want to do some investigating, by the way. I know I'm moving away from... I just want to have a look at this. Like, that's 5 seconds. Almost 5 seconds. I want to see how fast you can go.
Well, let's crank it up then, and let's see how fast you can go.
Look at this, like that. Okay, well the speed I just went and
I think he's
still going.
I think he is on 2 wing. I'm not entirely sure.
It's 270 going up a hill. Why is this the fastest car now?
Comes to the bridge. He's at 273, 274. And he gets to 277, but he has reported 280. And to be fair, I think really with a fuel saving, you're not going to be going flat out down the after bridge at Tiergarten. So.
Oh, he's coming into the pits. Does he make it? True, very close, Sean. Very close.
He was fine.
So
everybody in. Let's get back to that Pro-Am battle because right here, Andy Hitchkins is going our lane. Tail lane, does he have a response going up into Tiergarten? He does not. Andy Miller did get past Andy Miller got past Andrew Dawson during that, and now just everybody coming to the pits? I think they do. So, do you like pit battles, Rob?
Yeah,
I do.
I also would like to point out you made an error, clerical error, very serious one.
What error?
Will Egby did not pit.
What? How?
Explain that to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Will forgot to...
Yeah. Doing a lap on half of fuel. Will!
Okay, well, my commiserations to Will. He's not gonna make it. Make it.
Okay, Rob. Andrew Dawson has come out in front of everybody in the Pro-Ams. Everybody.
Did very well, to be honest. Stop, yeah.
Andy Hitchkins comes out behind him, followed by Moses Wondrick, followed by Taylor Lane. And Andy Miller is right at the back there, but they're all going to be together. Now, you can make a pit stop here if you want. You can take the penalty. You might have to.
Oh yeah, he'll have to. Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. He won't make it on half a tank of fuel, no matter what he does.
No,
he's already 4 seconds.
He had a chance to go back around on the GP circuit to get into the pits. Decided against it.
Well, how long is the penalty? Is that? How long is that black flag?
Full lap.
Ooh. Well, yeah, he could, use it. Take a nice bathroom break. Contemplate, what you've just done to your poor car. Right. giving it a sad moment by not pitting. Like, look at it. Like, Sean Campbell's already closed the gap to 19 seconds. He's closing it by a rate of knots. Like, Will not only with this pit stop has ruined. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be curtains for him if this continues.
Oh no, it definitely is curtains.
Like, he'll be at this current pace. He's 10 seconds now. 10 seconds. At 12. Ooh, he might be slowing down. Really? Oh, he is slowing down. Oh, that's why.
Is that
he put the clutch in.
You know what? I actually want to see Will do this. If he does this on half a lap of fuel, like, number one, that's crazy, but number two, well done. We will return to this battle.
Listen. Clutch in again. Like, talk about extreme. Almost had a mistake. Look at this. Look, there's Sean Campbell on a full tank. Already about to pass him. Handbrake or clutch in again.
This is a very crazy move.
But you don't get, like, you get the half a tank of fuel that you say, sure, but I mean, you also, don't get. You also get the problem of you're now a very slow car because you're having to fuel save. You have to essentially create half a lap's worth of fuel or stretch it to half a lap. And
oh, what's happened to Taylor Lane? Has he had to slow down? Not sure what's happened to Taylor Lane here. He's towed the car.
Yeah, he went to 0. What happened to him? What?
Not entirely sure.
What? Oh no! Don't tell me. I think I know what happened. I think I do. I think I know exactly what happened. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Blink. Oh. Massive blink from him. Yeah, he just pulls it in. I think he didn't want to race with the internet that he has.
That could be why.
Like he massive blink.
And now Andy Hitchkins is in the pit. What have we missed here with Andy Hitchkins? He's in the wall. And Andy Hitchkins is in the wall, the lead Pro-Am. Now I think, he's lost it.
No, carrying way too much speed. No, and off he goes.
Wow, Mexfield, and just like that, we had a 5-car battle in the Pro-Ams. It's down to a 3-car battle. And Andrew Dawson is so far ahead. And by the way, we've only got 3 cars left in Pro-Am.
Well, apart from the 3 cars actively running.
Yeah, pits and Ethan Bass in the pits, but yeah, just 3 Pro-Ams. And Dan Muller's had a moment by the looks of it. Oh yeah, definitely had a couple moments. Will Egby's still going, by the way.
Yeah, well, just about. I mean, I commend him, but like, there's a you know, brave, and then there's this of verging on the level of oh my dear God. Isn't that like the word? Oh my dear God.
So, yeah,
look at this.
Taylor did not have internet issues. He's just posted he was getting screen freezes and they were getting worse.
Ooh.
So yeah, he decided it was best to retire the car.
Well, fair play to Taylor.
Fair play.
But the poor man, he suffers so much. Like,
he does.
Like I can lament of my 1080 Ti dying, and then we're having like, you know, still having the buffering issues, but like he really has the short end of the stick. No, it's a wheel. Don't do that.
Just to remind people, at the start of this lap, he was what, 30 seconds ahead of Sean Campbell. Right.
Andy, we missed the worst of it, but we did see you go off.
Yeah, we saw you go off. Sorry, Andy.
Oh my God, Moritz Weinreich doesn't even believe what he's seeing. He sees Will Egby and Andy Miller.
No, Andy, please don't. Was he trying to make a move around the outside of?
I think he was trying. I think he was trying the L1-2. He thought, ooh, a bit of commotion up ahead. I'll have some of that.
So, just means that these two are in a nice little battle. In fact, I gotta look at the amateurs because we haven't talked about the amateurs, but nothing changed. Apart from Eric Benson overtaking Albin Kelberg. I think there was an issue there, so that's the only thing. Will Egby's going to do this, by the way. I can't believe I'm going to say that. Will Egby's going to do this. There's no way.
No way is he going to... Please tell me you're not going to handbrake, or not handbrake, but oh, he is.
Is he towing?
No, he's just put the clutch in. He's doing 80. Oh, he was doing 80 miles an hour on the straight.
Hold on. I'm sending Mateus.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we saw him on board.
Wow.
Look at this. If somebody showed you this footage and just said this is what racing looked like, I'd probably tell you that you're crazy. This is exactly what's happening. He has to look at the stream of cars going by. You'd think that he's got like terminal damages, but no. He's just got terminal damage to the capacity of his fuel tank, and that is Hakkinen Limo and Daniel Gilding going side by side, and Daniel Gilding coming up second place to Hakkinen Limo using the slipstream very effectively. Well done to Hakkinen Limo, but does Daniel Gilding clap back? He does not. Now, we have seen. Oh, sorry. When I said Daniel Gilding clapping back, I didn't think it would be necessary coming into turn one. Looking in the inside of Hakkinen Limo, trying to see if he can regain his position. Will Egby? I cannot believe my own eyes.
I can't believe he's done that.
I can't believe my own eyes. Has made it back to the pit on a half a tank of fuel, or a half a lap of fuel. I wrote him off as impossible. Nope, it proved me wrong. There he is. There he is in his box.
That's not happened.
I better believe it, my friend. He has indeed done it.
Wow. I am shocked. So we're down to 21 cars. We started with 37. In fact, no, we're down to 17 cars. We started with 37.
Yeah, we're past the halfway point.
We're past the halfway point in cars and time.
Oh no, we're well past the halfway point in terms of time. I guarantee you that. Oh no, wait. No, we're actually just on the money right now. So at this rate, there would be no cars to finish then, Kappa.
Pretty much. So let's just go over those retirees: Liam Mahern, Callum Beeman, Julian Rambaud, Mike Guttrop, Jonas Dreyer, Mark Bailey, Chris Chatterton, Nick Crittenden, Lyden Lee, Peter Johansson, Billy Fletcher, Tom Dandridge, who's actually still going, but he's just coming into the pits now, so he's still alive. Ethan Bass, James Armstrong, Henning Haig, and Harry Wills. Oh, and Simon Dodd's in the pits, as is Regal Sneak, Taylor Lane, Andy Hitchkins, and that's it. So we have 18. Not 30, not 17. We have 18, but one of them is a lap down.
Oh, somebody just crashed.
Oh, there's a big one! Oh no! The big one! That was Albin Kelberg, who was P3. The car just went straight.
Let's have a look. Oh! No! Hardware failure! Hardware failure! Oh! Oh no, if that's the way the hardware failure happened, just... Oh no.
I did not see the steering wheel do a massive straight. You know, normally when the steering wheel disconnects, it just puts a full 90-degree lock. Did not see it in the cockpit. But no idea what's happened there.
Let's have a look. Oh. Yep, that's definitely not it, Chief. Yeah, it goes back to Castle, then that's
a screen freeze. That's a screen freeze. That's what I think. That is the result of a screen freeze. Personally.
By the way,
he has connected back, but I don't think he realizes he'll be connecting back to like a crash.
A dead car, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Michel Gregorio dead end of fourth. Neil Butler up into third. Matt Karuna is oh dear, 17 seconds.
What's happened to him?
Oh no!
That is some damage. That is some damage to Karuna. The engine cover has gone on the car.
Oh no!
No,
No, he's lost it.
Oh no! To too much speed at the dip. A compression.
No!
Way too much speed at compression.
No! It's all gone wrong from Matt Karuna, who, with the damage that he sustained, has actually
He's
got...
towing. No, he isn't.
No. He's going to try and make it back to the pits, but that is a ton of damage that he's suffered right now. And he's got steering damage as well. It's the steering...
Oh, yeah, that's steering damage.
So that promotes...
He's going to earn the force, and he's hit the compression, and he's just taken a bit too much speed at compression. Wow. I have to watch that back. That was insane how much speed, like, the compression just caught him off there. It is a tough corner. In like anything, it's a tough corner. He broke, but then the car was sliding when he broke for the start of that section. And he missed the apex, and then when he goes to hit the brakes where you would hit the brakes, the car's hitting the grass. And the grass just took him in.
Yeah.
And he spun around again.
Oh.
And this might be it for Karuna.
Come on, Karuna. Come on, Karuna. No! That's not what you do, Karuna. Now everything has gone off of that car. That could... Oh my goodness gracious.
And here comes the amateurs.
Look at that crabbing. Oh my god. That car is probably undrivable. Oh my god, yeah. Look at that's not a car that's alright. No, crikey. No!
The amateurs! The amateurs!
Whew.
I'm brave.
Just look at the car.
I don't know if I want to look at the car.
Look at it. It's crabbing so badly. It's like the wheels are still pointing in the right direction, but the whole car is like not. It's like they've made a sideways car, but they just put like distance between the front axle and rear axle.
I don't want to see how fast that will go. I don't want to see what happens on the straight. I mean, I do, but at the same time, it's like, yeah. So this means that Neil Butler goes up to P2. And Michael Gregorio is right behind him. The gap is half a second, well, 0.6 of a second. You can see on the timing tower. Butler is trying to break the toe. It's not going to plan. 272 is Gregorio. Butler hasn't even made 270 yet, so he's slowly catching. He will not have a run at Tiergarten. A little bit too early to go looking for those type of moves. They're about to start lap 6 of 9, so 6 of 9. Hello, Trekkie fans. I can't believe I just stopped my train of thought there with a Star Trek reference out of nowhere.
God damn it.
I'm not even a Star Trek fan.
God damn it.
All right.
Bring us into disrepute.
All right, Star Wars.
Okay, that's even worse. Oh my Christ. Like, I can't not look at this car. Like, it just... It's ew. Like,
How is it driving?
Yeah, it's like...
Decent speed?
It's like... everything that is not okay on that car is... Oh, damn, Muller, where have you gone? Oh no, I think he took... Did he take another pit? No, he didn't. Why is he so...
No.
Oh no, wait. No, I think he was catching back up to the group. Or either that he let them by.
Yeah, he had a mistake at Bravery. So he had to let a couple Pro-Ams go, but I think now he realizes where he is. He's decided to let the battles go ahead. Henning Haig has disconnected. So that's another retirement. Well, he was retired, but he's officially retired now. So it's all gone very quiet at the moment during the race. So, do our best to go around the grounds, as they say in football. And if I go quiet, I do apologize. Unfortunately, the hay fever has caught me out here, but Michael Gregorio is just there having the time of his life at the moment, as you could say. You know, he started third. He is third. So he's held a position which not many people can say they've done in the chaos that is today. But he is battling Neil Butler, and really the plan for him is to just keep up with Butler. He has had faster laps. I say he's had fast lap. His fastest lap was 8:35.6. That's official. He's done an 8:33.8 with an off track and an 8:39. His last lap was an 8:30.923. But that had an off track, so it's not counting. What's interesting, though, is that while these guys are 32 seconds behind Sean Cameron, in fact, the timing tower might be a bit different. I might be looking at the wrong thing. The Pro-Am of Andrew Dawson has almost caught up to the pros. Now, in practice, I was looking at this. Because in practice, Andrew Dawson set the second fastest lap of practice in a Pro-Am with an 8:26.201, only beaten by James Armstrong's 8:23.996. In fact, 1 second, Gregorio trying to make the no! There is never a move there, Michael. I am sorry to say that. But in the respect, he is going to let Neil go, but that's it. Neil's got wing damage. That hit, and there's wing damage for Butler. Oh, that is a shame. I mean, fair play to Gregorio for doing what he's done, but unfortunately, Butler's going to have a hell of a time now to survive with wing damage. I've got to call it like I saw it there, and I think we all saw it there. Oh, you didn't. There's never a move there. Never a move there at Arenberg. He had the run, but there was never an overlap. And by the time they had an overlap, Butler had to turn in. It's just a wrong thing there, and that's just caused, that's caused the issue. But fair play to Michael. He realized that he could hold back, and let Neil have the position. The only people they've let by are the Pro-Ams, and as I say that, Andy Miller's in the wall. Oh, what has happened here? Is he just taking a bit too much speed? Clips the inside curb. Oh no, he's clipped the inside curb, and he's trying to fight the car. Trying to fight that car as they go down into Mexfield, and he just was unable to. So I think he's got a little bit of damage. Actually, literally a little bit of damage. But P2 in the Pro-Ams, he lost a lot of time to Andrew Dawson. But it does mean now that Mordred Weindrich is right behind him. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. So the leaders in the pros and the Pro-Ams are so far ahead. We haven't really talked a lot about the amateurs at the moment, but Akinada Lindmo currently leading. Well, he was leading the way. He's had a couple issues, but Svenny Mateus leading the way. He's 3 seconds ahead, and then from Eric Benson, then 20 seconds. So the leaders of all three classes are practically in a place on their own at the moment, where the rest are. So you'll see the timing tower. Just a recap of the timing tower. Green are the pros, displayed lovely by this neon racing white and green. Blue are the Pro-Ams, and then yellow, of course, are the amateurs. And you just see the chaos of the Nurburgring. We started with 37 cars. I mean, officially we have, I want to say 16 cars left. Oh no. Nobody tell Rob that Simon Dodd has had an accident. Nobody tell him. We'll just leave it be. Simon Dodd never had an accident, okay? Nobody tell Rob. We all cool? Okay. So Simon's just going to come in a minute and just say something's happened. That's a shame. But yeah, Andy Hitchkins is all these drivers. It's just the way of Nordschleife that it goes right now. It's just a challenge of Nordschleife. A lot of these drivers are struggling. Like I say that, Michael Gregorio's just gone wide. And he's got massive wing damage. What's happened to Gregorio? Oh, after the carousel just going up, crunches on the bumps. going up into that Hedwig's height there. I think he was a Hawk Act where he just lost the car, and at Hedwig's height, he just clipped the wall and connected. So he's lost P3 to Dan Miller in the pros. Neil Butler, then, with a broken wing, is still going to hold on to P2 in the pros. But Andrew Dawson in a Pro-Am is currently 30... Hang on a second. I got to check this. Sean Campbell, 36-second gap between himself and Andrew Dawson. Might want to check those lap times, because if we had longer, I think Andrew Dawson probably would catch Sean Campbell at the moment. He's just driving so well in that Eclipse Audi, and I am knocking on wood when I say that. So I was going to make a point quickly while that was happening of how, because of the changes because of last week, and it was a fair change, everybody knew that there might have been changes to the GT3s. And with what happened the last time, there was a big patch, that there was a big delay in getting the service back up. It was a case of, what does the league do? And the league took a tough but fair decision, as Campbell, as you see, comes into the pit. Tough but fair decision to delay the series by a week, which unfortunately also meant that the league had a 1 bye-week policy. That went to 2 bye weeks. So there's 2 drop weeks now for these drivers. So Nordschleife, a lot of them will probably write off. And I think a lot of them will write off after what's happened. But some of the drivers, they just keep continuing to push. So everybody's coming in. And of course, with what's happened, everybody's all over the place right now. You know, you've got pros all the way down. Yeah, all the way down. In fact, I'm still amazed Will Egbeat is still out there. Pardon?
He's living his best life.
He is. Well, like I said, I'm a little bit confused of what's going on right now. A lot of drivers just in places that you're like, hang on, but Pro-Am shouldn't be ahead of pros. But Andrew Dawson is just in a world of his own right now. As is Sean Campbell. So really the question is there any battles going on? Well, let's be brutally honest, Rob. There's no battles going on right now.
Let's see when we get out of the pits. Let's see.
But we'll see. But it does give a nice time really to talk about how I've missed our weekly motorsport news, because before we went live there was some frustrating news coming out of F1. Romain Grosjean was due to have his test in a Mercedes this week. It's not happening.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, travel restrictions and for quarantine. I think a lot of it is due to, as we know, what's happening in the world. And, you know, he wasn't able to do the demo in front of fans at the French Grand Prix because the French Grand Prix got pulled forward. And he is getting ready for Road America in IndyCar this weekend, which promises to be a fun race. And so he's unable to do it. So that's a bit of a shame. I've got to be brutally honest. I think everyone was looking forward to that, just as that real nice feel-good story. But it is a bumper. Like, it's a great weekend of motorsport coming up because Formula E's got their double header. You've got Formula One. All right, it's at Paul Ricard, but we've still got Formula One. You've got IndyCar at Road America. NASCAR returns to Nashville for the Super Speedway. No, first time at the Nashville Super Speedway. So there's some really good. Oh, Michael Gregorio is still in the pit trying to get that wing fixed, by the way. It's a real fun week of motorsport ahead. Are you looking forward to Paul Ricard?
Nope.
Okay.
It's
yeah. I actually remember. I think, yeah, I was coming back from a LAN event and I got caught up in traffic. Was that LAN? No. Coming back from holiday and I got caught up in traffic. and I had to listen to the French Grand Prix in 2019 in the car. And I got to be honest, I just zoned out. I mean, I was motorway driving, but I just zoned out.
Like it's just such a flat track. Like the fact that it's a test track, it should be the biggest red flag ever. But like,
Wait, why don't they just do testing at Paul Ricard then? If it's a test track, you know what I mean?
testing my patience with how boring the track is.
Well, I gotta be honest. I think the one thing that really makes Paul Ricard boring for me is this like specialized runoff area. Like instead of having gravel traps, they have like this friction pads, don't they, or something? So,
well,
don't get me wrong. When it comes to European Le Mans series, it produces some good racing.
Yeah, but that's multi-class, and also like I don't like the fact that it's just drawn on lines for a track.
Draw a line here, draw a line here. Not to mention the first time they went back to Paul Ricard, there were only 3 roads to get. There were only 3 roads to get to the circuit, and 2 of them they had to close off because of medical reasons, because they need to get an ambulance from the track to the local hospital via road, and also then for access to the teams and like media people and stuff. So there was only 1 road in to the circuit. So people were actually stuck in traffic while qualifying was going. While free practice was going on and then qualifying. So not a lot of people saw it because they couldn't get in because of the queues.
Nice. What else in the motoring world do we need to know about?
Well, actually, this is an interesting one. Now, what do you get when you cross a motorsport driver, with a road cycle, a road bike?
A road cycle?
A road cycle. A push bike. I'll put it like that. What do you get when you put those two together? An accident that forces you to possibly miss time. We had Fernando Alonso, who had that, potentially might have missed the start of the season crash. And now the hot young upstart, the kid that's really making waves in IndyCar, Rinus Verke, he had an accident on a bike, and I think he did something to his vertebrae, and he's had to have surgery, so he will not be racing.
Oh, Jesus, it's not a good year for the motorsport drivers.
But in good news, Rinus is not being replaced. If I recall right, Magnussen is racing in IndyCar this weekend to step up for an injury replacement. That's right, Kevin Magnussen. And if I heard right, I think he's driving for McLaren.
He is indeed.
So that's great. Like, especially at Road America, it's a tough track. All right, it is a really tough track. It may not look it, but you put the McLaren, which apparently is the hardest car to drive in the paddock.
Twiggy just corrected you, by the way. It's his collarbone, not his vertebrae.
Yeah, sorry. Apologies for that. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Just in general, that is going to be great to see. Don't expect Kevin to be like blistering fast right away, but it's one of those things as well that when you've got iRacing to help, and other simulators to help with that, so you can get up to speed somewhat. But when it comes to like driving the car in real world, you're not going to get it. And by the way, Albin Kelberg did confirm that his game crashed.
Such a shame.
It was. So it's a shame. We've had Taylor that's had screen freezing. We've had Albin that's had, a game crash. We've had internet issues before from people. It is a shame. So we've got 15 minutes left to go in the race. And really, Sean Campbell's just out there driving for pink laps right now, or purple laps. So 8:25.479 with his fastest lap. I think he might have the fastest lap of the race. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, he's 3 seconds quicker than anybody else.
It is nice to see the MSR guys driving together, although it's P2 in the pros, but with P2 in the pro-ams. So Neil's also got to be aware that he can't really hold up his teammate because, Mortis Weindrich is, 3 seconds behind and could be catching on, but fair fault to Sven Mateus. The amateur leader is in P7. No, P6 even, sorry. What a drive. What a drive for the amateur driver. And he's been doing some really, some really good laps. Let's be brutally honest. 29s, 31s, for really good, really good pace laps around here. Yeah, I was going to say, Kevin Magnussen, we were talking about to Motorsport, it does replace Phoenix. I don't know if you saw that accident. I know we're watching Benson with Muller just here. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that accident with Phoenix Rosenquist from Detroit last weekend.
I didn't, no.
You've raced Detroit before, right?
I have.
So you know the corner that goes onto that long back straight?
Yep.
He's coming up to that corner. The throttle sticks open.
Oh!
Yep. And he goes right into the wall to the point that he dents the barrier behind and the car goes up. And it was red flagged for 30, 40 minutes to get that repaired and also safely extract him. I immediately thought Michael Schumacher, Silverstone, 1999. Was it 1999 he broke his... Oh, no. Was it 99 he broke his leg, or was it 97? You get the
99.
idea.
99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah, I had Schumacher Silverstone vibes, and someone was telling me can't be because Schumacher hit a tire wall, he hit a wall, and I'm like, yeah, but I still. He had no reports of loss of sensation to any of his limbs, despite literally the cockpit camera right afterwards shows him in distress. I think he might have cracked something, but there was nothing that would have been he needed serious help, but the extraction was there out of safety. So it was a scary incident, and it's great to see him doing
corrected by nearly everybody today. They're all on point. They're all on the ball.
So yeah, no, the stuck throttle was scary. And I gotta be honest, this was also an hour after what happened in the football. So, you just go through what happened in the football with Christian Eriksen, and you've calmed down a bit. And then out of nowhere, next thing you know, there's a really serious crash in IndyCar because go on.
I'm still so annoyed that the one thing that the camera operators did was look even more at the fact that this man's on the ground. In a very bad way, in an obviously very bad way, and then they pointed the camera at his significant other. Yeah, and it's just
his wife hugging Kasper Schmeichel.
It's just lads, but just look at the sky. Look at the sky. Look at anything. Look at the roof. Look at anything else.
I thankfully didn't see him fall down, right? But I flicked those to the cricket because cricket fan. Never mind. Then I saw someone say, "Oh, someone's down." I thought, "Oh, he's had a knock-on collision with somebody." Then you look and he's down on his side, and then he's down flat, and then his teammates are facing out in distress. And you can see through them, despite they're trying to put a shield. And I'm there saying to myself, now lads in the camera room, they're facing outwards, providing a shield to the main camera, visibly distressed, and you can see the doctors doing something. Surely that is an indication that you changed the camera. Because surely you've got so many cameras, even if it's a camera on a fan, you've got so many cameras that you can tell one of them, just point your camera at something. Even if it's just an empty chair, point your camera at something. No, They didn't.
Yeah, just like look at the roof. Look at the birds. Look at some sky. You know, anything other than the fact of
And then the worst thing was the one camera they had, right? The one camera they just kept on the one camera as it was zooming out.
Oh, it's like bruh.
It was distressing to watch. And I know that there was a nice article on one of the motorsport websites the next day saying what football can learn from motorsport, because in motorsport, the same with Grosjean, we saw the impact, we saw the big fireball, red flag, and they went to another camera, and until the doctor in the car told everybody he's fine, that was when the FIA said, right, let's show everybody what happened. They would not show anything until they knew it was safe. It's the same with Jules Bianchi. We never saw we never saw the impact. Like, they have the cameras. All we saw was his car stationary in a distance. Unfortunately, Alan Huber, we had no choice. We saw that live.
Well, they didn't even know what had happened to him until after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much you can do. Like, if there's like a massive fireball, and you already know something's wrong. It's just like, well, yeah, then you can account for that. But like, it's a bit like what some people were drawing comparisons between Grosjean and Senna. It's like, well, they didn't even know Senna was dead at that point.
No,
like, it just looked like, oh, another crash into a wall. It looked like a big one, but surely he's all right,
things
right?
were different back then. Yeah, things were different back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You say about that with Senna, it strikes me because they did a piece. It was 10 years this year since Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, right? And they did a piece. One of the Fox journalists, Bob Bockraft, did a piece on why Dale Earnhardt's death caused a change in safety. And the literal quote was, because Dale was Superman, and if Superman dies, then we all die. And I thought to myself, well, that's kind of the same with Senna. Because let's be brutally honest, if Senna didn't die, what happens? Because with no offense to Ratzenberger, are we going to see the same changes? Do you see what I mean? I know that sounds horrible. And I'll be the first person to tell you, yes, Senna Semper, but you have to remember Roland, right? You cannot. But you have to ask yourself, if Roland was the only fatality that weekend, would we have seen the radical changes right away? I don't think we would have. And I know that sounds horrible.
You also have to remember Barrichello was almost in the same boat.
Yeah. Massa was a close one as well. And that's a weird one because they actually showed us what happened to Massa. But then again, at the same time, I don't think they realised how severe Massa was. Remember Massa with the spring? Like, we all saw that. We all saw after qualifying, or actually during qualifying, what caused him to crash. And then it was only like later in the evening I saw on the news he's in a serious condition. And I'm like, wait, are you telling me Massa could die? We've just seen what happened.
What happened? I can't even remember Massa's big accident.
A spring fell off the back of, I think it was Barrichello's Brawn. A spring fell off the car he was following in qualifying. It bounced up and went smashed straight into his helmet. And at that speed, no matter what you've got, that thing ripped the helmet and smashed straight into his face. Ooh. In fact, there was a photo of him looking completely out of it, like his helmet was destroyed.
Well, yeah, at 100. If he was on a straight at 180 miles an hour, that's massive impact.
He was coming braking for a corner. I can't remember. Cannot remember where it was. We are on white flag, by the way. Like I said, there's not a lot going on at the moment in terms of racing. There are battles going on between drivers, but it's in different classes. That's why we're holding off. The closest battle we've got is a second and a half between Sven Mateus and Eric Benson.
But you can see on your screen, it was Hungary.
I do have to check, though, that Felipe Massa thing. I heard it was Hungary, yeah, thank you.
I can't even remember. I don't even remember hearing about that. I just thought it was I remember it mainly because that was the year after he lost the World Championship by 1 point. I'm still so salty. I'm still so salty about that.
Like, I don't want to say anything. I think that crash caused him. You know, I think he lost that ability. Because like that's gonna affect you no matter what. Do you know what I mean? So
I do have to say, by the way, we're on the final lap.
I did say, wow, you zoned out.
Oh, I didn't even check the time. I was just enjoying watching the cars go around.
It is so fun watching these cars go around. I could do a lap around here. You know how we always like, hey, let's do a lap around the track. It's like, no, the last lap and things can happen. Let's not do that.
I just miss the sound of the V8s. I just do.
It's beautiful, isn't it? So Sven Mateus actually got past Mortars Weindrich. So that's going to be interesting for the finish.
A bit of extra cushion.
A bit of extra cushion, exactly. But yeah, no, safety. Safety, but like I said, I mean, we talked about how we said about how the FIA was like, you know, now they don't show anything until they know the driver's okay. It's different in America. They showed the cockpit camera, the nose camera once of Rosenquist accident, and then they waited to see if everything was okay because they knew he was moving because they've got a camera inside the cockpit looking at the driver, and they showed it. But then, of course, because they were taking time to extract him, they didn't put any cameras near. They just had a helicopter cam, so they were just waiting until they knew he was okay. But it was such a heavy impact. So,
well, yeah, if your car goes airborne after you strike a wall, then yeah, you whack that thing very, 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 very hard.
But yeah, I don't know if it's an American thing. I don't know if they would have, because like, I think it is an American thing because Dan Weldon, we've seen there's other IndyCar fatalities after Dan Weldon, but Dan Weldon went into the wall in a ball of fire. In fact, they were on his camera right before the crash on the TV, and they went away for it because there was a crash. They wanted to get all the angles to show the crash and who got caught up in it, and they showed the fireball. And then when they're still trying to wait to see what's happened to Dan, they keep showing the replay. And it's like, come on. Like, you don't even know what's happened to the poor guy. So, that was a shame. But it's just one of those things, man. And I just wish that they didn't do that with Christian Eriksen at the end of the day. And the thing that strikes me as well, isn't the camera. I'll go back to the last thing I say about this. Isn't the camera, it's the fact that the BBC had to apologise for the distressing images, and then Gary Lineker said we could not do anything because we were bound by the feed the UEFA gave us. Why can't you just turn off the feed? Like UEFA punishes any networks that don't show the game or like turn off the feed, but surely they're not going to punish you because you're not showing a guy dying, right? Surely not. Or am I on my own?
I couldn't tell you. Though I would agree that probably turning off the feed would have been the best thing for it.
Eric Benson's lost a position, by the way. I think Eric Benson's had a moment. He has had a moment. That's got wing damage to his car. Where has he lost the car? That battle for the lead is gone. Oh, he lost it. What? Lost it at the end of Haxenbach. Oh, he just rode the... Yeah. He's going to struggle to carry that car all the way, Rob. He's got no hood. He's got no hood, so he's got a bit of damage to that car. I don't know if he's crabbing.
It doesn't seem to be.
No, he's not crabbing, but like I said, he's got no nose. He's got no hood, sorry. So that's going to be a bit of aero issues there at the end of the race. And Hakon Limo is closing the gap. The gap is now 7 seconds. When I started talking and annoying you all, it was 8 seconds.
Yeah, I guarantee
Where?
you, though, he is probably going to lose second position if he's got that much damage. Yeah, he's. I'm pretty sure he has massive aero damage because he's losing. He's losing a 10th here, 10th there. So I'm pretty sure Hakanai Limo does have it in the bag. He has second place in the bag if he keeps it on.
Maybe. Knock on wood. Knock on wood right here. Let's just wait. But yeah, there is wing damage. There is nose damage. Hakanai Limo's got damage himself, but it's mainly just cosmetic at the back, so not going to affect his thing. The gap there is now 6.3 seconds. Sean Campbell is what? 20 corners away. Sean Campbell's 20 corners away from victory. That's one you don't hear very often. 20 corners, but he is on his way to victory. Neil Butler and Andy Miller's just having a bit of fun together by the looks of it. The MSR guys are just going to come home in a 2-2 combo.
Well, you say that. I mean, what it's fine, Rick has caught up.
Yeah. Now, is that a case of the MSR guys just holding back for, like, you know, a la Ford and then messing it up? Or a la Ferrari and messing it up?
A la everything and messing it up.
Yeah. Well, I said that Sean Campbell was about 20 corners. He's only about 5 corners left now. As he comes up to the Dottinger he's got 37.5 seconds of free time. And then we get this big finish at the end. And by the way, folks, don't tune out the moment Campbell crosses the line. Because every time Raidillon TV has done a broadcast at the Nordschleife, there has been drama on the final lap. And maybe, Eric Benson's incident.
It'll be the first time that we might not have drama, though.
Who knows? We have had Eric Benson having an accident, so that could be our drama. Campbell's just got a couple more corners of Tiergarten to navigate. But he started near the back of the field as the reverse grid is formed. And he's taken the lead in about 2 laps. He took the lead. Sean Campbell wins another race in the series. Who can stop him? He comes across, wins, and now we wait 37 seconds for Andrew Dawson.
We wait a minute and 10 seconds for the next pro.
Well, we know Andrew Dawson. We could just show Andrew Dawson right now. He's just coming up to Tiergarten. He will take the Pro-Ams. He has driven so well. He has really shown he's got some amazing pace around here. He'll win the Pro-Ams. I'm not interested in that right now. I'm interested in this battle in the Pro-Ams for P2. You've got Andy Miller right next to Svenny Mateus. Svenny's got no reason to be here. Mortis Weindrich is right behind. He's not able to tow. Butler is giving a tow to his teammate Andy Miller. The MSR boys may have just pulled this off right here. Butler is a bit slow. Will he let his teammate through? He does. And I think that might be it. Weindrich is not going to be able to catch up here. He will not. Andy Miller will take P2 in the Pro-Ams. Butler will take P2 in the Pro. Weindrich will take P3 in the Pro-Ams. And then Svenning Mateus will win the amateurs by 30 seconds.
I think he's pretty happy with that, isn't he?
Very happy. And Dan Muller, well, he finishes P8, but he gets the podium in his first race in the RSR World Series.
In the Doritos car.
In the Raidillon TV car sponsored by Doritos.
Oh dear. But yeah, well done to Dan.
Yeah, well done. Eric Benson does hold off Hakanai Limo, by the way. 2.5 seconds was the final time. In fact, I think teammates there, and I think he decided he wasn't going to do anything there. So now we wait for the rest of the field. Who is the last car we get to see? The last car is about 3 minutes away.
About a minute. It's Ryan Hamilton.
No, it isn't. The last car is Regis Lamique.
Oh, you're talking about last car of them running. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes.
I thought you were talking about like, oh yeah, this is. I'm more interested in seeing how the rest of the gang do. I mean, perhaps, but
Oh, I could hear some noise in my room. For some reason, my iPhone just started playing music without me telling it to do so. I don't know. Is there a ghost in my room?
might be.
Might be. Will Egby, by the way, will come home. Sorry, I still can't believe Will Egby, after everything that happened, is only going to finish, what, 3 minutes behind everybody?
And P4.
Yeah. And P4 in the pros? He finishes 3 minutes 16 seconds behind Sean Campbell after having to do a whole lap on half a lap of fuel.
Crazy.
I got no words for that.
Crazy.
Like, what? I didn't think it was doable. I did not think it was doable. So we've got 4 cars, I want to say, left to finish. 3 cars to finish. Michael Gregorio will now come across to take P5 in the pros. And then we're down to 2 cars, Tom Dandridge and Regis Lemique. And Dandridge is about to approach the dotting a hoe. And Regis, in the Pro-Ams, he is just a few corners behind. In fact, I think he's at Flatsgarten 2. Yeah, he's got Flatsgarten 2, so he's going to be another 40 seconds behind. And then that will be all she wrote. It's been a very eventful race, Rob. I mean, we're going to be finishing with 16 cars driving, 12 cars on the lead lap. We started with 37.
It's going to be a bit difficult to explain. You were fully expecting, there'd be last minute drama. It's like, why not have a positive spin on it? Let's have no last minute drama. Let's just take it home, boys. But I'll let the race results scroll across your screen. They are all but confirmed now because Tom Dandridge is just coming over the line.
Regis to make as well. By the way, Ethan Bass has posted a photo on the Discord of how you were saying that was a meatball. He's got a lovely photo of the impact, and yeah, I think that's definitely a meatball when all the wheels are off the ground. Brilliant photo at the point of impact, though, Ethan.
Breaks my heart to see it, though.
Hang on, you hate the Ford.
Maybe.
I'm confused.
Why independent journalism face? Come right there.
Anyway, last car has crossed the line. Regis Lemique is the last car to finish. Congratulations to everybody. I think that's all she wrote.
I think it is too. So let's let the rest of the results go by while Craig signs us out.
I love signing us out. It's fantastic. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for watching us, for staying around for the end, and especially when I know race was a little bit quiet and we had our talk about the recent event. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell to know when we will go live next, and don't forget our super chats and our membership. By the way, if you want to know when we go next, I'll let you know very shortly, but I got to do the shield because thank you once again to trackcams22.com providing these cameras, even if Rob, had a couple issues. You blame the director, not the tools. Don't worry. Also, shout out to our Discord, full of memes at the moment. I'm looking at you. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mr. Ryan Hamilton, providing some memes for us. But yes, definitely do check out our Discord underneath the video. If you want to see more of us, we will be back Sunday. Now, I've got to get this right, Rob. got to get this right. I don't want somebody knocking at my door. Sunday, the Majors Series. We're doing a race that's just over 2 hours in a track in France with HPDs, GT1s, and Porsche Cup cars. I don't want to say the name in case someone comes knocking at my door. I'm just
what track is it?
No, okay. Oh, it's a track in France. Do you know what I mean? It's just over 2 hours in a track in France. I think it's called Le Mans.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, hang on, someone's knocking at my door. Hang on. No, ACO, don't do it to me. ACO, no, ACO. I wanted to do that.
God damn.
They've come to take me away, Rob. The ACO.
Good.
Anyway, if you want more of the Major Series, Le Mans 2.4 this Sunday from us, the European Sportsman Series. Until then.
The European Sportsman Series, the Majors.
Yeah, the Majors.
You said
European Sportsman.
Oh.
No, I said the Majors.
Okay, fair enough.
I wonder if you can remember this next bit, because we're going to sign off right now, ladies and gentlemen. My name has been Craig King.
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
He remembered it. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.